Start matching up. Got a split. A little bit of dead bugs. Here's one of my best friends. Look at this. Look at the dirt. How dirty that is. Get all the dust. Get all the dirt. SXT, GT, RT, SRT, SRT4, SRT8, SRT10, LX, GTD, GLE, GXE, SS, SS1, SS2, Shakers, Hellcats, Scat Packs, Jailbreaks, LS, LS1, LTs, LT1s, SVs, Diablos, Aventador. The list keeps going on and on with these cars. And then we have the swap. And then we have the fakes, the debadging, the fake badges. You fakes, you counterfeits, you faking it. Welcome to another Ultimate Expression video. One of my first cars was the 88 Mustang GT 5.0. When I first bought that car, I was driving it through town. One of my friends rolled down the window and he asked me if that was a fake GT. If I added the ground effects, if I put the fake 5.0 badging on the side, you know, accusing me of being a fake, or maybe taking an LX car and turning it into a 5-liter. All right, let's get into this. You got a lot of people faking the funk. You got those people out there that will fake it, and they will fake it, and they will fake it. I don't know if their intent is to not become a fake and work their way up. I've seen some people that will start off at a base model car, work themselves from the base model to the mid-level to the high tier of the you know, that model of cars. Take me for instance. You know, I started with a Mustang. I started with a GT Mustang, and there's people out there that will fake the GT. They will buy LX 4-cylinders and put ground effects and things on them and make them look like they're V8. So you have those people out there that will just put the fake badges on the 4-cylinder. And now that I got the Charger, people out there that are fake having the SRT, they'll fake having an RT, they'll buy Hemi badges and put Hemi badges on the side so people think it's more than what it is. And you have that section of people out there that drive the 4-cylinders or 6-cylinders, and they'll put the exhaust on them, and you know it when you hear it. They'll play it off and put that badge on there as if it's the real thing. And it's not like, you know, when you get into Corvettes, Lamborghinis, you're not going to get into fake badging. One reason I like those kind of cars, and that's one reason I said in the other videos, is that's the one thing I didn't like about Dodge, is a lot of the cars look the same, but the interiors and the guts of them have changed. But when you look at it going down the road, I think there should be something special about it, that where you can distinguish your car from the base model cars, because I think that gives it the value that it deserves. It gives it the recognition that it deserves, especially your 2023 Hellcats, Jailbreaks. You should be able to look at those cars and they stand out, not look at the GT car and almost be fooled at the Hellcat or the Scat Pack. You pay that much money for a car, you like it to stand out. You don't like people taking badges and badging their cars up and giving it that look. You know, that's something that's always gonna go on. I can understand working yourself up from the bottom to the top, but don't be out there faking it. There's no reason to be out there faking what you have. And I'm not gonna be putting my stuff out here on the channel as like I'm faking. You can think what you think, but all in all, when people have these cars, they know what they have, they know what they're looking at. The year I have is, I think there's only 3 different models. There's the RT, the SRT8, and I think the base model. But as far as badging, when I got this car, it was debadged, and I left it like that. It's a little bit of a sleeper when the car is warm and I'm cruising down the road. You can barely hear the exhaust. You're not going to know that it's anything special. Something else that I want to do is add the badging back, because I think it brings back quality to the car. I think it brings a little bit more recognition to the car, plus a little bit more recognition for the people that don't know anything about the 6th generation cars. Something that's kind of forgotten about, because from 2006 to 2010 they pretty much have a unique body style from where the Charger has went to now. It is a little bit more unique, and I know when they first started the SRT8 program with these cars, Dodge had a special factory that these cars were made in. They weren't made side by side with the 6-cylinders, SXTs or anything like that. So it's not the same as the next. You're gonna know when you look at the VIN. I can tell certain things when I look at your car, if it's an SRT or if it's an RT. I still see ads and Facebook Marketplace or any other marketplace, and some people just don't know. I see like SXT cars been sold, or not sold as SRT, but they're being labeled as an SRT because people just hear that and they think everything that they make is a SRT. And shout out to Dodge Neon SRT4s. If you don't know, you just don't know. We have other marketplaces. I've seen cars being sold on eBay as SRTs that weren't really SRTs. They were just SXTs, and some of them were actually RTs. They made a series of Chryslers that were SRTs, and they had a 5.7 Hemi in them. They didn't have a 6.1. They didn't have a supercharger. So that's where you get into people with these swaps, or they call clone cars, some people call them. You know, I can dig those because you took a car and you made it something, but if you're putting the badges on it, I don't see a place where you should put the badge on it, because I think if a clone's a clone, it's a clone. Don't fake it. Don't make it into a counterfeit, something that's not. Because years later, when somebody gets a hold of the car, they're looking at it, or the resale value, and when they check the VIN, nothing's going to match. If it's a swap car, be straight up about those things. If you're going to swap one out and make it what it is, that's cool, because you've done the work. You put the work into it. But when you get into cars where you're just faking and you're saying it's this and it's not, dude, don't be doing that. That's crazy. But anyway, I thought I'd come in here and mention some of those things. I want to know your thoughts. Leave them in the comments. What do you think about people and their swaps, their clones, and straight up counterfeiting, faking, and rolling down the road in a Lamborghini with a North Star V8 motor in it? But anyway, I'm out of here. I'll get with you guys in the next one.